Hello there, my name is Anthony Liberty, and I'm a recruiter here at ProMed Staffing Resources. I primarily oversee all the administrative roles, so that includes clerical associates, admin assistants, and medical receptionists. I'm joined here by my colleague Jessica, if you want to join in.
Yeah, so my name is Jessica. I'm the director of the administrative team at ProMed. And the purpose of this video here today is to give you some interview tips. Recently, we've been sharing some interview prep with our candidates that have really helped them to feel more comfortable and confident since Zoom interviews are much more popular with most of our clients. So to get started, I think Anthony can attest that the most challenging question a candidate gets asked is, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, so this is a question that, although might not seem too difficult at surface level, based on some responses from the candidates themselves, seems to be the one that, like Jessica said, people tend to get tripped up on most. So we're going to provide two examples. So the first example is going to be maybe, some responses that I've gotten from candidates in mock interviews that maybe weren't the best fit response, and some critiques of that, and then we're going to provide a good example. So to start off, we're going to start off with maybe not a perfect response to this question. So I'm going to role play as the interviewer, and Jessica is going to role play as the interviewee. So if we were in an interview and I said, "Hi Jessica, I have your resume right here, and it looks like you're applying for a clerical associate. Tell me a little bit about yourself."
Well, I am 19 years old. I'm a single mom to an 8-year-old Shiba Inu, and I really love to run marathons.
Okay, great. So, Jessica answered the question. She did tell me about herself. However, for a professional interview, sometimes you're going to want to shy away from personal interests and focus a little bit more on your professional side. In terms of a better approach to this question, once again, I'll be the interviewer and Jessica's going to be the interviewee. So, Jessica, tell me about yourself.
So I am a clerical assistant. I have 8 years of experience working in healthcare, and most recently I've been working at Bellevue as a clerical assistant in the radiology department. And typically we see about 100 to 150 patients a day, so I'm really used to working in a fast-paced environment, and I love working with people. So I think that my personality really makes patients feel comfortable, and I'm really excited to be interviewing here today for this role.
Fantastic. And that was a great response for so many reasons. First and foremost, she encapsulated right off the bat just how many years of relevant experience she had within the clerical field. So, that's something you're going to want to start off just so they know that you are meeting that experience requirement. Mentioning what you're doing in your current role that is relevant, whether it be the type of facility, what your data responsibilities look like. Jessica, I know, mentioned she sees anywhere from 80 to 100 patients in a day, and that's fast-paced. A lot of the hospitals that we work with are going to be very fast-paced environments, so just letting them know that you've been in these sort of environments, you're prepared and qualified to work in these environments is something that, once again, is very relevant. So that is a great introduction. It tells me what I need to know. And of course, down the road, as you talk about some different situations, or if you're asked to expand upon, more applicable experience, that's a really great time that you can go in depth and talk about specific positions, whether it be at a hospital, practice, outside, elsewhere. So that was a great response.
Thank you.
To end the video, I think we should each give one piece of advice that I think we find would be most helpful if you want to start off.
Sure, yeah. So I think that it's absolutely okay to mention any hobbies. Like Anthony said in the beginning, you can certainly mention things that, if you feel like you are getting along well with the manager and you want to, mention some of your hobbies. If that topic does come up, it's certainly fine to tell them a little bit more about yourself. But the main purpose of that question is really to highlight your skills and experience. And the more you practice, the more comfortable that you'll feel answering it. So I'd recommend maybe writing down a little excerpt about summarizing your skills and experience so that if you are asked that question, you're a little bit more prepared to answer.
Yeah, and I always tell candidates when approaching this question, it should sort of mirror a summary on a resume. So it should be, no more than 2 to 3 minutes, and it should be just a beautiful snapshot of your qualifications as a whole. So the general template that I've always used in my personal experience is saying, I have X amount of years in this field. Granted, it's, related to the actual position. Your most current role, one or two things that you do, once again, that's applicable to the position that you're applying to. If you are applying to a clerical position or customer service, whatever it might be, if you know a specific software that you think might come in handy. Once again, you might just want to mention that if you can speak another language, always a great qualification as well. And of course, you don't want to overbear it with too many details because there will be some opportunities down the road for you to kind of plug in that information. But definitely sprinkle a little bit of everything throughout that introduction. So general snapshot, extra qualifications that you have, and then you'll be golden. Like Jessica said, if you want to include a fun fact, depending on the vibe of it, you definitely can do so. But that's kind of how I would say I would approach the question itself.
Yeah, definitely. I think those are really great tips. Anthony certainly has the highest rate of interviews to offer. So if you have any other questions, we'd really love to hear from you and look forward to giving you some more tips and sharing some more advice in the future.
Perfect. It was a pleasure meeting you. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can always connect with one of us on via LinkedIn, email, drop a question below if there's something that you want to ask that you think we should cover. If you have like a personal question, I know the two of us are both great resources and we'll be more than happy to help prepare you and crush your next interview with ProMed. So best of luck.
Bye-bye.